So we were just about to enter room 237 with Danny. Mom, are you in there? Yeah, Mom is in there and she's not in there. That's what Kubrick does with this fade shot. Mom is in the moon room. She's concocting some things. Her image is in there. Now let's see what Mom's doing. Boy, that doesn't look like woman's work to me. That looks like men's work. Wendy is Stanley Kubrick. Only Kubrick could handle machines like that. Not to say a woman couldn't do it. I'm just saying that why isn't Jack manning these complex machines if Jack is not Stanley Kubrick? You know, this is totally Stanley Kubrick. I don't even know. I can't even handle that. This is insane. Who's going to touch furnaces like that? Stanley Kubrick will. Okay. First thing I want to mention is I don't know how he luckily did this, because I think these are actual real furnaces. 1, 2, here's your 12th symbolism here. It might be just a fluke accident, although we do have this thing, which is 1, and there's 2 of them right here, there. So I don't know if we got a 1, 2 action here. But I do know in the next frames we will have 1, 2, 12, 2 plus 3 plus 7 action there. Let me see what else. Here's an interesting thing I just saw. 1 here and 2 of them there. So there's a mirror 2. So that'd be interesting if this is 1, 2, and this is 1, and that's 2. I can see Kubrick doing something like that. Anyways. Alright, let's take a look at what else we got here. This was interesting. Here we've got 1 green, 2 blue. So there's 1, 2. And here's 1, looks like green, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1 green and 2 here. So this is the mirror of that. I know this sounds a little wacky, but it's interesting. 1, 2. Yeah. Anyways. Alright, well. Danny right now is in the moon room. Wendy is here being Mrs. Nuclear Physicist. Again, Jack is the writer, Kubrick. Danny is the photographer. And Wendy is she must be the director in the movie. She hears Jack screaming, so she's going to go check out Jack. Jack is having a bad dream. Again, notice that the typewriter is a darker color than it was before. It's still an Adler, though. I don't know if he painted this typewriter. It says Adler and has the eagle there. Alright. Oh, I think this is the first time you get to see Jack, and it's interesting you got the bookcase here. Remember at the beginning of the movie when Jack stared at that man, did the limp, and then looked at, after the luggage, all the luggage stuff, and then looked at Bill Watson. It's very interesting, and supposedly there was a man here with the Grady jacket, and Jack looked at him. Well, interesting enough, the jacket is right in front of the same bookcase that Jack saw this jacket for the first time when he first got to the hotel. So yeah, definitely those things are connected. You know, Jack has become the thing now that Danny's in the moon room and spying everything out. Now that he's faking, Danny's in the moon room. Wendy's faking the moon landings with the boiler room. You know, and Jack is dreaming it all up. He's writing the whole story in his mind. You know, but there's a problem. Here comes Wendy, because Jack is screaming. If you watch the movie. And here's Jack saying he killed you and Danny. By doing this, I'm losing my mind. Here's Danny. Comes out of the blue. And he's still wearing the Apollo 11 sweater. This time, though, he's been strangled and his sweater is torn. Something traumatic happened in that room. He realized that everything was fake and he almost died for it. And Jack the writer didn't tell Danny the photographer that everything was faked. So in a sense, when Wendy says you did this to him, she's right. He did do it to him. He should have forewarned him. Although Halloran forewarned him. She says, didn't you do it? He said, you did this to him. Kubrick confirming. Anyways. Here comes Jack swinging and punching. This is where I spliced in the Summer of '42. So this is the boy in Summer of '42. This scene actually happens just before he helps the girl out, and you're going to get a kick out of what Kubrick did with the Summer of '42 for people who went and investigated the movie on the TV without a cord. He told you this was special. You should have gone and bought the Summer of '42. Anyways, the boy is swinging his fists. Jack is swinging his fists. He's pissed. Swinging. Watch as Jack goes down this hallway. He's swinging fists, and the boy swings fists. The boy hits the banister there. I don't know why I left that in there, but it proves to you this. This is interesting. He says he has two 20s and two 10s. Two 20s and two 10s. If you mirror the 10s, at least the 1-0, and make it 0-1, then a 20 and a 0-1 would make 2001. I have two 2001 movies to shoot. I don't know. Might be a little bit crazy, but somebody might find more evidence for that. But two 20s right here. Just an odd thing to say. And two 10s to a bartender. I got two 20s and two 10s. I just thought the only thing you got there is 2001 twice. It makes sense. 2001 the movie, and 2001 the fake moon landings. Like a little gas, some ice. Give me some bourbon. This is one of the things I haven't seen people point out. Not this. Give me some bourbon. The bartender. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention Jack is getting a drink. The boy is eating donuts. Just, I know it's a little bit strange, but you'll see the synchronization. The other thing I like about this shot is that it says a 42 here. I don't know. Like, the director of Summer of '42 probably put that in there just for that. But whatchamacallit must have loved, Kubrick must have loved that when he saw that in his movie. So I thought, in homage to Kubrick, I'd leave this shot in. But anyways, well, there was another reason to show you Jack is drinking liquor, the boy is eating donuts. All right, now watch Summer of '42 and The Shining together and dancing a ballet. A woman is in trouble. There's a crazy woman in the bathtub. Wendy's in trouble. A woman is in trouble with her groceries. A boy is there for him. A boy is there for Wendy, listening to Wendy's problems. A girl. There's a girl in trouble with her groceries in the Summer of '42. The movie and the television set without a cord. She tried to strangle him. I know where it is. I can take your groceries to your house. Okay, Wendy, I'll help you. You know what I mean? You've got a problem? I'll help you. Oh, you have a problem with the groceries? I can take it to your house.